Hello everyone, my name's Lakna. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the next full moon we have coming up on the 3rd or 4th of June depending on where you live. In Melbourne, Australia, this full moon's happening on the 4th of June at 1:41 p.m. in the sign of Scorpio in the nakshatra called Jyeshta. I am very familiar with the energy of this star because I have my natal moon in Jyeshta, and personally, leading up to this full moon, I have been experiencing a lot of turbulence and a lot of insight has come through all of that, which I hope resonates with you all. So when the moon is full, it is shining its light the brightest. That light is illuminating what has been hidden from us and what we have hidden from ourselves. It's illuminating the shadowed parts of our life and what we're ready to face now. And this is all very big Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so this is really the ideal time for us now to face those deep-rooted emotional wounds and trauma that we're ready to face now, the things that we have fixed and held onto stubbornly that are now ready to be transformed and transmuted. Scorpio will help us do that because Scorpio is very comfortable with that death and rebirth process. Scorpio is also very comfortable in the deep, dark, hidden parts of life, in what is unseen, the occult, the unconscious, the spiritual, the psychological, and all of that deep, dark, heavy, and traumatic stuff. Scorpio sort of lives in that and is not afraid of that. And what Scorpio really teaches us is that nothing in life is constant, only change is constant. So creating emotional stability and security and strength within us is so important to help us get through anything, as nothing else is really stable and constant. At least creating that emotional stability within us will help us get through whatever life throws our way, because life will always throw things in our way. Life is really ups and downs that we're supposed to experience, and we're supposed to experience the full range of emotions and the full spectrum of what life has to offer us, and that is what we call life. We wouldn't be able to appreciate the really high, happy emotions without experiencing the really deep, dark, heavy ones as well. So this is really a time to embrace everything. So this full moon is the completion of a chapter which we started at the new moon, which was in Taurus, in Kritika. Kritika means the cutters, and hopefully in this chapter of our life we have been focusing on cutting out and releasing the outdated ways of living and being and thinking that we have outgrown, that no longer serve us, so that we are light and free as possible. And the culmination point at this full moon in Jyeshta is going to help us to now release some of that really deep, dark, heavy things that we're ready to face now. So the next phase of our life, the next chapter that we start, will be as light and free as possible. So Jyeshta means the eldest or the elder. A lot of people with this star in their chart are actually like the elder sibling. So this is a time now to really go within and meditate and listen to that divine guidance, because it is such wise divine guidance from this old soul of a star that carries the wisdom of an elder, of the eldest. And the symbol is, one of the symbols is an umbrella, which really symbolizes the need for this star to be a protector for the ones that he loves. The deity Indra is the king of the gods and also dragon slayer, which symbolizes, that really protective and defender type of energy. And scorpions are also very protective and defensive of their energy. And this is just a reminder that this star is so powerful, and you are all so powerful, and sometimes in life when we hold so much power, life can feel like a battleground, especially for people with this star. And a big life lesson is to remember your power, to take back your control from the people or situations or circumstances that have made you or caused you or to forget your power, and really take that back and remember that this life is yours to live and you don't owe anything to anyone. This life is for you to achieve whatever you want, whatever you desire. So many billionaires actually have this star in their chart. This star, Jyeshta, is Artha. The desire is like going after money first, and there's a saying of like, it's easier to meditate when you're living in a rich, like a wealthy lifestyle. It's easier to sit and meditate and be at peace. That is the saying of Jyeshta, because the motivation is Arthas, is money, but it's also such a spiritual and deep psychological sign that is so aware of the deep dark parts of life. And in order to help people through those things, having that financial abundance is really going to help you to do that. And Jyeshta is very aware of that. And really, the teachings, I believe, in this sign, because Jyeshta is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is your mind, and so I believe that mastering your mind will help you create that financial abundance. And Jyeshta is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, so it's about really mastering your mind and really making sure you're living and being in the frequency of the life that you desire to live. And then through that, taking the inspired, intuitive action from your Mars, which is going to create that tangible financial security and abundance for you. So some insights that have come through from this energy is that life is really not a battleground, and you can let down your armor. You're safe. The real battle is in your mind, and mastering your mind will change everything in such a beautiful way. And when you let that armor down, you also open your energy field up. You open your heart up to allow in all of the blessings that you deserve, that you may be blocking away when you're in that defense and fearful mode. And you know, the heart chakra holds the greatest vibration of attraction and receptive energy of even allowing in the divine guidance that you need to live your best life. So really being open is just one of the messages that have come through for me. Jyeshta is really able to help souls through the most intense and painful and traumatic situations and experiences, because it is so comfortable in that deep dark energy. And while it is important to experience that and to embrace that energy and that pain, to heal and release and just to understand what is going on in that deep dark shadow parts of life and in other people as well, you don't have to live in that all the time, because we all deserve to be living joyful, peaceful, beautiful, magical lives. And I think this is just a lesson for people, especially with Scorpio placements, is you don't need to go searching for that deep dark parts of life. And I think subconsciously some of us do, because we are programmed to be searching for that constant growth and transformation which comes through that pain. But life doesn't have to be so turbulent. We all deserve to live magical and abundant and joyful lives. Another thing that has come through is that through this energy of the eldest, or being the eldest sibling, we all deserve to have an elder sibling in our lives, and a lot of us are really still living through pain from our inner child. And so now is the time to really go within and be there for our inner child, and be the older sibling to our inner child that we never had, and really be there for ourselves. Give yourself a hug and tell yourself that you love your little self, and that you're there for your younger little self, especially if you had a tough childhood, or if there was just something that you're lacking from your childhood that you need for yourself. Be the older sibling for you, because we all deserve that, and we all deserve that divine protective guidance. So another thing that I have noticed in this time leading up to this full moon is a lot of people have been telling me about really crazy, chaotic life events that have been going on in their life, sort of like domino effect events where one thing happens after another, and it's like a real big tower moment. In Tarot Tower, the Tower card is the ruler of Scorpio. So the Tower moment is like going through like turbulence and like upheaval, but it happens for greater divine purpose, which is really going to benefit us after. It's like everything has to crash so that we can start new and start fresh, and that fresh new start is so much more positive and more aligned with our higher self. So just some advice for any of you who are really going through it right now: there's a purpose behind it, and you have to experience the lowest of lows in order for you to reach and feel the highest of your highs. And usually those highs happen following that like really deep, dark, low point in your life. And the moon is getting bigger now. It's almost full, and when it does become full, it's just, more and more shadow being brought to light to help us to heal and release and face. And this is just the hardest point, that until the moon is getting bigger, and then after it's full and then it starts getting smaller, that's when we will be releasing those things, and things will get easier for us. A lot of us are also purging right now. I believe, I'm not a doctor, but I'm hearing things, like food poisoning, or really like physical symptoms within you, like your body is tired, or for example, I've got a big rash on my chest at the moment, which I believe is happening because I am expanding my heart, or learning to, and I'm releasing stuff from my skin, toxins, spiritual toxins, and negative beliefs and things like that I am trying to purge from within. And I'm not a doctor. Some of you, may be going through things like there may be other physical things going on, but I do believe there is a big purge spiritually that could be a part of why you're experiencing some symptoms. And if you're feeling just really low energy and tired, that may be because your body is asking you to slow down, go within, and really like take a break and listen to that divine guidance from above or within. And there's a lot of guidance to be gained in this time, and a lot of insight that is coming through. I feel this is such a powerful time, and Jyeshta carries the wisdom of the unseen and the unknown and the deep, dark parts that we actually do need to bring to light. So whatever you're ready to face now, set your intentions and go within. Really cleanse yourself, detox physically, spiritually, and emotionally in this time, if you're ready to do that. And you know, don't be too hard on yourself as well if you're not ready to face anything. Just trust the flow of the process. Live your life, let these things come up because they will naturally come up when they're supposed to as well.